So what would happen then if, for example, so if this egg met up with this sperm, we'd have somebody with a 1 in 5, and then we're going to go through all these different possibilities. That's what the Punnett square does. So you could have a 1 in 6 there, or if her other egg, the 3, met up, you'd have a 3 in 5 or a 3 in 6. Now, obviously, this one is the one that we do see. We see a 1 in 6 in one of her children. Excuse me. But the question is, where in the world does that 2 come from? So determine the probability of each of their sons' haplotype combinations. What's the probability, given what we know about mom's genes and dad's genes, that we would have, what's the probability for this kid?
0.
What's the probability for the other one?
0.
What's the probability for the other one?
25.
Yeah, 25%, right? So he's got a 1 in 4 chance, basically. They've got a 1 in 4 chance of getting a child with that haplotype. So according to the information, 2 of Karen's sons cannot be hers. Can they be the sons of the father? Yes, we mentioned that. So which of your hypotheses from part 1 are no longer likely given this information? So, you guys, we now know that dad is really dad, but mom's not mom. So which one of your hypotheses is no longer a possibility? Anyone? What about the whole we stole the children thing? Wasn't that one of the possibilities? Who said that? I forgot.
I think
You guys did. You said they were abducted, right? Okay, so that one, we moved that out of the potential hypotheses. Which ones are still true? Still possibly true.
previous marriage.
Previous marriage still.
That there was an egg donor, okay, or previous marriage, right?
Previous marriage.
Okay. There are others, but we won't. No longer likely that there was an error in the tests or the reporting of the tests because we've rerun them. It's highly likely that Karen and her husband stole or adopted the children since they are the natural children of the father. If we choose to believe Karen, who assures doctors that the children were conceived naturally, then this negates those 3 hypotheses. And since the probability of 2 children in one family being switched at birth is already very low, it's near impossible for the father to have a haplotype in common with the children. So even if they were switched at birth, which I know is your favorite hypothesis back there, but probably not likely, because if they were, dad wouldn't be related to him either. Okay, trisomy, though unlikely to begin with, since trisomy in chromosome 6 would probably result in the death of the baby before birth, it's also shown to be unlikely given the karyotype. So we don't see that in chromosome 6 she has 3 chromosomes. And hypothesis J is the only likely explanation. That was the chimerism. So, part 3. Doctor tested more of Karen's family members. I think this time they went into brothers, sisters, mom, and dad. And so here's what we have so far in the pedigree. We know Karen and her husband, and we know all the children. Now, why is it again that we wanted to check the genetics of mom, dad, and brothers? What would that show us?
If the types are similar to at least someone of Karen's family, then they have to be related to Karen somehow because they're blood brother and sister.
Right.
So
Exactly. So if the children are related to her brothers or her mother, then we would assume that they must be related to her because she's related to them. So